can't believe my plan didn't work.
We both thought Mutiny actually cared about Troy. But like they said, I guess he's just a worthless twit.
Hey, I'm standing right here. And I'm just as shocked as you are that Mutiny didn't ride in on their white horses to save their prince. I wonder if I can get my old job back. Can either of you put in a word with Triple H?
We need to find something NXT actually cares about to lure them into a fight. Otherwise, they're going to keep dodging us.
What about their precious Unity Tag Team Championships? If kidnapping Troy didn't work, maybe we could title nap those?
You might be onto something there. But how are we going to find out where they're broadcasting from?
I could help with that. If you put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure. What can you tell us?
I may have been on a group text that mentioned the undisclosed location of their shows. But first I'll need reassurances.
Troy? Disclose it. Now.
Okay. Fine.
Another successful Unity title defense for Lexis King and JC Jane.
Hang on, we have some visitors from the Raw SmackDown side.
How'd they find out where we are? Did you tell them, Saxton?
It wasn't me, but they're taking the fight to the champions.
Good. It's about time.
It looks like we're going to have an impromptu brawl on our hands. This is an incredibly bold move to come down here and bring the fight to Mutiny.
It's bold and brilliant, Cole. Attacking in an undisclosed location, the Unity champs were totally complacent. They let their guard down, and now they're paying the price.
I still can't figure out how they found us. Do you think my phone might have been hacked? And if so...
Off the rope, beautiful, all the way down to the outside.
Threw caution to the wind, and it paid off big time.
Oh, right to the kidneys.
Golly.
Got him in the corner now.
She's rummaging around under the ring here.
Oh boy, she found a kendo stick.
Setting up for something here.
Lexis King takes a vicious buckle suplex.
And JC's nailed with a stun gun.
The champs are down.
Where are they headed now?
They're grabbing the Unity titles.
I think they're leaving with them.
And the champs can't do anything about it.
They've come in here and stolen the NXT Unity Tag Team Championships. I love it.
Score one for Raw and SmackDown.
Saw what you did by invading NXT's secret location and acquiring their Unity Championships. Bold move.
Thanks. I don't think you've been introduced to the newest team member in our fight against Mutiny. We came up training together.
I know all about you. Welcome to WWE. But I do have to remind both of you, I've decided to remain neutral in this whole issue with NXT. I'm too close to it. So this isn't our fight. And besides, when it comes to competition, it's not just a catchphrase. It really is what's best for business.
We understand your stance, but we don't have to agree with it. We're going to do everything we can to stop Mutiny.
And if that happens, great. But if Mutiny comes out on top, then we'll pivot in that direction. It's what we do in WWE. We're constantly reacting and evolving. It's how we succeed. So like I said, good luck. But I can't support one side or the other until this is all over.
Lexis King and JC Jane have successfully defended their Unity titles multiple times, and you can bet they're itching to reclaim their stolen belts tonight.
Yeah, but those defenses were practically gift-wrapped with hand-picked opponents in favorable locations. Tonight, they face a real challenge.
We will see. These two new allies have a history, but the big question is, can they gel in an official match and walk away with some hardware?
Wow, breathtaking standing shooting star.
Momentum entirely against Lexis here.
Lexis isn't showing the capacity to fight back. It's incredible, the inventiveness we are seeing on display here.
Insecurity finds its mark.
Oh, foot just stomping down.
Double leg drop.
Coming in off the tag.
Drop kick with precision. From the apron, look out below! Standing shooting star press. Let's hope this thing doesn't get any closer to us.
Hoping's a good start, but we might be better off just backing up now.
And now placed in the corner.
Oh, double shoulder block. The challenger's in a bad way.
You really can't do this all on your own. That's what your teammate is for. Drop kick hits the mark. And tag! He finally made it.
With the lariat.
Now that was athletic. The champ showing that quickness.
There's a tag. What are we going to see here? Double team effort.
Flying shoulder block.
My goodness.
He wasn't tough enough contending with one opponent. Now you got to deal with two.
Drop kick hits the mark. And makes the tag to their partner. Running swanton. Locking up here. Oh, poke to the eyes.
That seems to have really gotten him. He could have an eye injury.
Nonetheless, the match continues.
JC eats a clothesline.
But Lexus King with the belt shot.
And the referee never saw it.
The champions are going to retain.
Wait, foot on the ropes.
Is that the producer who was wrapped up in all this?
I think so. Seems like he's working against NXT Mutiny now.
Hold on. Spear on JC Jane.
Looks like his eye's okay.
Or at least okay enough.
Setting up for some kind of double team move.
And down onto JC Jane with the cover.
That'll do it. We officially have new Unity Tag Team Champions.
We just witnessed amazing teamwork from these two, and it paid off with not only a title win, but a major victory in the war against Mutiny.
And don't forget the assist from Troy, the producer.
Mutiny shocked the world with their invasion a couple weeks ago, but now taking their Unity Tag titles that they held in such high regard is a shot across NXT's bow.
I have a feeling this is only the beginning between these two sides.
Welcome back, Punk.
Looks like I missed out on all the fun. That was impressive how you used that goofball Troy to find where Mutiny was hiding and then win their Unity titles. Well done.
I guess Troy's show of loyalty in our match was enough to get his job back.
And we discouraged Mutiny from trying to hide from us. They said from now on, they'll be back at the Performance Center.
I have to admit, I'm a little jealous. You got your hands on the Unity champions after what they did to me. But I'll get my shot sooner than later.
I know you will. Which leads us to our next move. We've spoken to the GMs, and we think the best strategy is to divide and conquer between Raw and SmackDown.
At least Aldous and Pierce have our backs, unlike old Triple H. Convenient how he continues to sit on the sidelines, isn't it?
We spoke to him, and he insisted it's what's best for business. I guess we have to take him for his word at this point.
In any event, if we split up, we'll have coverage on both brands to fight off any Mutiny attacks. I'll be headed to SmackDown.
And I'll be focusing on Raw. What about you, Punk?
I think it makes sense for me to float between both brands to help keep an eye on things. There's a lot of top names jumping ship, and I'd like to use my influence to put an end to that.
Sounds like a solid plan. Which brand should we focus on first?
What the hell's going on around here today? All the suits look like a donkey kicked them in their tender bits.
That is a very specific analogy, but the reason everyone's upset is Mutiny is creating their own title, the NXT Mutiny Championship.
Why should we care? It'll go right down the memory hole with the multiversal Infinite Championship and every other fake belt in history.
We're already bleeding superstars to their side. An NXT Mutiny champion gives them even more credibility. I tried to get Triple H to stop them, but he hasn't even returned my call. If Mutiny keeps gaining momentum, I'm on track to be the last GM of Raw, which is a distinction I'd prefer to avoid.
I'm not looking to be your last #1 draft pick either.
What can we do at this point other than sit back and watch?
My partner and me took their Unity belts. How about I go down there, win their made-up tinfoil title myself, and show them exactly what I think about it?
That's borderline nuts. We're in a war, and you'd be walking behind enemy lines without any backup.
I don't need any backup.
I can't officially sanction this, but it sure would make an impression. And if somehow you pulled it off, it might turn the tide of the whole war. You sure you want to do this?
Give me some time to get my stuff together, then I'll head down to Orlando and whoop every one of those mutinous SOBs.
Go ahead, but if you're going to do this, don't wait too long. Mutiny is saying they're going to be naming their new champion this week on TV.
Coffee getting ready for a battle against Nathan Frazier.
I hope they tear each other apart.
What the hell? One half of the Unity champions just tossed Nathan Frazier aside like a sack of wheat.
It looks like the Unity champ is going after Coffee next.
And the referee is going to let this one go. We have a new matchup, guys.
What we have is a fight.
This wasn't a scheduled match, but it looks like we're going to get it nonetheless.
And it looks to me like Mark Coffey's about to become the second member of the NXT.
Up and up.
Slice right.
And Coffee is laid out.
2 count. Oh, shoulder up before 3.
He is just barely still in the fight. I don't know how many more times he's going to be able to kick out after that.
That was too close for comfort. And it may just take going to the well one more time with that maneuver to gain the pinfall. Almost 2.5.
That was a long 2 count there.
Oh, what a kick.
Ooh. Oh, my goodness.
Just punishing their opponent. Saw it coming and avoided it.
Double arm lock. Wow. It wasn't the height or distance that caused the damage, but they certainly contributed.
It knew what was coming there.
From the middle rope, breathtaking Hurricane Rana.
Standing shooting star press, incredible.
It takes a certain level of athleticism to pull that off. Oh, looks like we're gonna see it for sliced bread. Can that be it? Can that be it?
Coffey's been defeated, but apparently that isn't enough for the WWE loyalist.
He's kicking Coffee right out of the ring. It looks like the Unity Tag Champ has something to say.
Everybody in this building knows I go where I want to, when I want to. So when I heard Mutiny was getting big ideas about making up their own title, there was only one place I was gonna be. And that's right here in NXT Mutiny. I just obliterated 2 of your guys, and I'll do the same thing to the rest of your damn roster if I have to. Because that mail order belt, I'm taking it just like me and my partner took the Unity titles. So go ahead and...
You knew this had to be coming.
Kevin Owens is one of the leaders of NXT Mutiny, and he has heard enough.
When you came out here like a tough guy jumping people from behind, I thought about sending the entire locker room out to smash you like the tackling dummy that you are. But I have a better idea. See, I'm not going to let some WWE poster boy ruin our show. You want this mail order belt that's about to become the most valuable prize in the business? Then all you have to do is compete in our main event tonight. A qualifying gauntlet match.
One of the biggest superstars in WWE is going to main event NXT Mutiny in a gauntlet match.
And if he wins, he'll have a shot at being the first ever NXT Mutiny champion.